This will be the first video in a three-part series that we're going to do addressing the deep squat pattern, some corrective strategies, and ultimately building toward more dynamic jumping and landing skills. But really this deep squat pattern forms the basis for anything we try to do that involves more loading of the lower body. So deep squat pattern, as we're going to screen it, is really focused on two big things. First is upper body extension, particularly in the thoracic spine, or so the upper part of your back. And secondly, lower body loading at the same time as that upper body extension. A lot of times we can extend the upper body well in isolation, and maybe we can load the lower body well in isolation, but can we do both at the same time? That's a real critical skill to have in really all of our sports. Running, gymnastics, swimming, golf. Let's look at running, for example. You're always telling runners to have good posture, stay straight up and down, not hunch over or go side to side. But a lot of times you'll see runners that will get that hunched over look, particularly when they try to go fast. And as we'll see when we demonstrate the deep squat pattern and the screen for it, you'll see how it can really test and screen out any dysfunctions that a runner has specific to causing some of these visual technical flaws. Sport like gymnastics, we're going to build toward, in the third segment of this series, we're going to build toward dynamic landing skills, jumping skills. Safety is a big consideration there, and in order to master those landing skills and jumping skills, we need to have the ability to simply do a deep squat here with no weight and no jumping up and down. Let's look at swimming. We already talked about running, but swimming. A big thing that deep squat addresses is with the turns. A lot of people, they come off the turns, they touch, they go, and this is their streamline. It's obviously not very good. A lot of times people, they'll just think, got to improve my streamline, But in reality, it's really a more fundamental limitation that relates to this specific deep squat pattern. Golf, in golf, really important in a downswing to maintain your body ankles, not early extend out of the ball. The ability to deep squat is something that you absolutely have to have in order to maintain those body angles into the impact area, and again, not to early extend or do any sort of flaws like that. Now let's get into actually how we screen that deep squat pattern. Basically what you're going to do is you're going to get feet about shoulder width apart. You're going to take a bar. It can be, right here I have a functional movement screen bar, but you can take a golf club, you can take a dowel rod, you can take a driveway stick, you're going to take a broom or even a shovel. You're just going to take a bar or a rod or any of the sort, stick it on top of your head, arms out to about 90 degrees next to you, and once you get in that comfortable position, you're going to raise that bar up over the top of your head, and from there, you're going to squat down as far as you can go, come straight back up. Let's look at the profile view, and again, same setup position, bar on top of the head, reach it straight up, try to squat down, try to keep that bar positioned as much over the top of your head as possible. What we don't want to see you get up here, have that bar collapse forward. That shows an inability to maintain upper body extension with that dynamic lower body loading. We don't want to see get up here, come down, any limitation in the lower body. From the front, that might look like knees collapsing in, feet coming off the ground. From there, if we see some dysfunctions in the basic pattern, we have a couple directions we can go. First thing we can do, we can elevate the heels. It's particularly helpful for someone who's having some difficulty keeping the heels on the ground. And we just want to see if raising the heels can improve the function of the deep squat. Again, you just go up here and then you're just going to go straight down. It's easier for a lot of people, especially when there's a lower body limitation. Another direction we can go is we can take the upper body out of it. From there, we'll just take our same basic lower body set position. We'll stick our arms, our hands, just to the side of our head. We don't want to be grasping around the back of our neck, but just comfortably on the side of our heads. Then we're just going to squat down, see how we can do. A lot of people, if we take that upper body out of it, they're going to do a perfect deep squat. And if we do get a perfect deep squat with the upper body out of it, then we know that it's mostly an upper body extension issue. But let's say we get in this position, do that deep squat, and again we have some kind of lower body dysfunction. Knees collapsing in, or maybe heels are still coming off the ground. Then we know it could be some kind of balance issue, core control. A lot of times you see people that rock from one side to the other. Another thing that we might need to look at then is testing the ankles. Way we can do that is get into kind of a lunge position. You can hold a bar out in front of you, or you can have a partner hold it for you. And then what we'll do is, from there we'll just try to touch our knees to the bar, just right out in front of us. We'll test both sides, both ankles, to see if there's any imbalance, and then we'll go from there. Another thing we don't want to see there is, we don't want to see that, that heel raising up. We don't want to see those hips shooting out. So, just to summarize what we're looking for in this screening progression, we're first going to look at the deep squat pattern as a whole. Then we're going to try to distill things down to, is it an upper body extension issue? Is it a core issue, a balance issue? Or is it a ankle flexibility or mobility issue? From there, we'll be able to take the athlete in the right direction as far as prescribing the corrective exercises to improve that overall pattern and whatever the weakness is in causing that overall deep squat dysfunction.